gentlemen, my name is Drew Robbins, and I am your host for this week's edition of Collision Course. And last week when we left you, Brandon Espinosa and Ace Hawkins, Team Minor Threat, defended their tag team championship for the first time. Let's take a look back at that action.
Brandon Toll's really got to get control of this thing.
He's lost control, quite honestly, and Hawkins has seen enough, admonishing him, though, and pushing him back across the ring.
And here we go. Lane's got her set up. Whoa, we almost saw Castle.
Tag made here. Tag is made. The referee was distracted, though. Did he see it? Oh!
The springboard clothesline from Hawkins. Nice snap Rana there, sends Castle down.
Oh.
SP with the Uranagi there.
Look at this.
The swanton from Hawkins connects with Castle, but Lane lifts up.
The strength, once again, we've talked about it.
She calls that the victory lane, that TKO.
And SP is out.
Hawkins looks like he's ready. He's gonna hit her.
Oh!
Alex Castle nailing Angelus Lane in the face with a boot. Lane may be out of it. Hawkins covers. 1, 2, 3. Champions retain. Oh, man.
It'll be an interesting car ride home for Castle and Lane. They'll have a lot to talk about, I'm sure.
Last time on Collision Course, we saw a new side of Axe Allwardt. Tonight, we see him in his first in-ring competition. Let's hear from him and his opponent, the veteran Chocolate Thunder.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Nathan Norman, and I'm joined right now by my guest, Axe Allwardt.
Well, hey, kid, ain't this some party? Did you hear they got me a big match? I'm wrestling a guy that I've been wrestling with for 15 years. I mean, I've been wrestling here longer than anybody else in the company, and I got to see a tournament go on that's got 8 guys that were in junior high when I started wrestling, if they were even that old then. I'm tired of it. These kids don't even know what wrestling is. You don't know what wrestling is, kid. Do you? I mean, when I was a kid in the 80s, man, we stayed up all night long drinking and partying and having a good time. And now I see these kids, they sit around and play Xbox all night long. That's their big night. They don't go to the gym. They don't even go outside. They don't even know what the sun looks like. And they want to tell me that I don't have what it takes to be the main guy anymore. They say Heath Hatton, he's the main thing now. He's the big guy. I can't wrestle him because he's the champion. I got to wrestle some other old guy. Well, I tell you what, Chocolate Thunder, I know you for a long time, and boy, I hate to do what I'm going to do to you tonight, but I'm proving a point. Because after I take you out, I'm taking out all those other kids too. And then I'm taking the title, and it's going to be 1984 forever.
You know, Axe Allwardt, he comes out here and he runs his mouth about how he wants the best in pro wrestling collision, like Heath Hatton or Joey O'Reilly or, you know, whatever the case may be. But tonight, he has me, the original, the down south powerhouse Chocolate Thunder. So, Axe, you claim to, you know, you come here with this new image and how you want to be, but I tell you what, your new image, this is what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you a good old-fashioned and passionate butt whooping. Take that to the bank.
Got coffee? If not, head to Crossroads Coffee Company in Carterville. Not only do they have a variety of coffee and tea, you can also pick up breakfast, lunch, or dinner anytime. That includes the Kevin Huns Burger, an 8-ounce Angus burger on a toasted ciabatta bun topped with homemade chili, pepper jack cheese, waffle fries, and jalapenos. Coming soon, craft-style beer and local wines. Watch for details on our Facebook page, Crossroads Coffee Company. Check it out, Crossroads Coffee Company, located off of Route 13 in Carterville.
Pro Wrestling Collision returns to the Boys and Girls Club of Carbondale on Saturday, March 23rd. Doors open up at 6:30 and bell time is set for 7 p.m. All 3 championships will be on the line. Plus, come out and see your favorite Collision stars. Tickets are just $10 for adults and $8 for students and kids 12 and under. Get early entry to the building by buying your tickets right now at ProWrestlingCollision.com. Don't settle for anything less than the best. It's Pro Wrestling Collision on Saturday, March 23rd at the Boys and Girls Club of Carbondale. Get your tickets now.
Stream professional wrestling from an ever-changing library of great events and network exclusives like the fast-paced Lucha Libre of Chikara and the city-crushing shenanigans of Kaiju Big Battle. All that and a whole lot more coming your way every single month when you subscribe to shop.wrestlingiz.com. Get in on the ground floor of the industry's most groundbreaking groups and at a fraction of the cost of buying DVDs. Wrestling is headed into the digital age, and you can be part of it at shop.wrestlingiz.com.
Before we get to the action, let's look back at last week's episode of Collision when executive producer Chris Hagstrom invited the serial thriller Shane Rich to discuss his issues with Bull Bronson.
Bull Bronson said there's no challenge in pro wrestling Collision. Mr. Rich, serial thriller, Cornerstone. Are you ready for Bull Bronson?
Chris, make no mistake about it. Bull Bronson is by far the largest pro wrestling athlete in the Midwest. Quite possibly, by far, the largest pro wrestling athlete outside of the Big Show. So, am I ready? I'll put it like this. Born and bred, Southern Illinois, been around the world, wrestled a lot, seen a lot. Where I come from, we don't back up, and baby, we don't back down. So yeah, I'm ready.
So then, without further ado, let's make this official. Ladies and gentlemen,
I know I'm not a cornerstone in Southern Illinois wrestling yet, but let me tell you something. I promise you I will be.
In case you're wondering who I am, I'm the Apex Blake Steele. And I am the greatest wrestler in pro wrestling Collision. You want to talk about collisions? Wait until you see me. So here's what I'm proposing. You're waiting for your big debut. How about this? How about in 2 weeks, if you're up to it, me versus you, and you can try to prove all this stuff you've been talking about.
Well, listen, Mr. Bowflex. A cornerstone, clearly you're not. Paperweight, that's more believable. I'd buy you as a paperweight. But if you want to make a name for yourself by stepping in the ring with a man who spent over a decade of his life wrestling here, making pro wrestling as great as it is here in the Midwest with all these people, then with the permission of Mr. Chris Hagstrom and everybody here tonight, 2 weeks you want to step in this ring, you want to look Shane Rich in the eye, go one-on-one and try to make yourself what, a contender? Possibly a champion?
Oh, I'm gonna be the champion.
Well, you know, anybody who believes in that is probably the same people who believe in the Tooth Fairy. So, if you think you got what it takes to be a champion, go ahead and come on in here, because I tell you this right now, a contender, maybe. A champion, absolutely not. Dead man walking, all the way, baby.
Blake Steele has a tremendous opportunity when he takes on Shane Rich. He's already overcome Justice, but will lightning strike twice? We'll find out in 7 days, but for now, let's get to the match.
Our next contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Gaylord Stevens and Jay Willington Beauregard. From the mean streets of Willisville, weighing 235 pounds, Old School Warrior Axe Allwardt!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of Collision Course. Axe Allwardt and his posse in the ring right now.
Yeah, certainly they are in the ring, and a big test here for Axe Allwardt. My name is Durham Cuson from Pro Wrestling Ponderings, and here tonight we've got a big-time match between two veterans of Southern Illinois.
That's right. We'll get to Jimmy Fish for the official introduction here before we reveal Axe Allwardt's opponent.
And his opponent from Marion, Illinois, weighing 310 pounds, Chocolate Thunder!
Two big men here. And once again, you are watching Collision Course right here on YouTube. Thank you so much for your support.
Absolutely. 2 weeks ago on Collision Course, Axe Allwardt debuted with Gaylord Stevens and Jay Wellington Beauregard on Old School. He unveiled this new look, and in some ways a new personality, a more aggressive personality.
If you could get any more aggressive, of course, Axe Allwardt, one of the tough guys, one of the toughest competitors I've ever seen get in the squared circle here in our region, and Chocolate Thunder not going to have anything of it.
So what we essentially have here is, I think Axe Allwardt would refer to this as the Hunger Games, because veteran wrestlers are sort of being put in the ring with each other and sort of the last man standing. Axe Allwardt believes that the veterans of Southern Illinois are not getting fair opportunities in pro wrestling Collision, and Chocolate Thunder may have lost his opportunity being tossed out there.
Look at this, Jay Wellington Beauregard, Gaylord Stevens causing trouble on the far side of the ring behind the referee's back.
But yeah, that Hunger Games metaphor I think really works here. Allwardt needs to win, I think, in order to maintain any semblance of a roster spot here in Collision.
Well, he's aggressive in the early goings of this contest. Chocolate Thunder suffering a big uppercut there.
Definitely. Thunder, a veteran of this business as well, hang with some of the best. He wants a full-time roster spot. Beating Axe Allwardt maybe gets him that opportunity.
That would certainly put him in line, you would think, Jerome, and big back body drop there. Axe Allwardt's feeling the effects of that now as Chocolate Thunder gets the advantage.
And there's a nice clothesline from Thunder here.
And he's follows it up with a big thunderous arm to the back and a right fist.
Aaron Heller's got to get in there, make sure that not using the closed fists in the corner there.
And
there's a side slam. Beauregard looks very concerned, but you know, I've always questioned, where does he get his outfits that he's always matching? It's always amazing to me.
Yeah, he kind of looks like a jar of mustard here tonight.
There's a nice uppercut from Allwardt there. Allwardt getting back to the advantage.
And there's that old school tactic there, but I think he hurt himself coming down on the hard head of Chocolate Thunder.
Yeah, Thunder with the hard head, and that headbutt will be far more effective here.
Pounding him down now.
Thunder giving him the clean break. I'm not sure if Allwardt would have returned the favor, but Thunder's got to stay on here. And Gaylord Stevens getting a little bit involved here.
Look at that, he's trying to distract referee Aaron Heller once again, and look at this.
He's got the
Axe has got the clipboard.
He's got the clipboard.
Oh, right into the chin
There's a
and
shot
neck.
to the throat. Wow. I mean, that's as dirty a tactic as you'll see in this company. And the referee missed it. Everybody saw that except for the one that's actually important.
Axe Allwardt being pushed away once again, and Gaylord throws the notebook back to Jay Wellington Beauregard, who has been using that to take notes, or so we thought. Didn't think it would come into play. Ow.
There's that open hand slap, which is sometimes more vicious than the night veg chops that you would see out of a Ric Flair or someone like that. Those could be more painful. So whip across, Thunder running. Here comes the Thunder, a running splash.
Big splash in there, and Allwardt is out on his feet, but comes charging back. Wow, very aggressive. Once again, we've talked about this aggressive streak from Axe Allwardt.
Well, Allwardt sees what some of the participants in the heavyweight title tournament were doing, so he is bringing out some of that same aggression here, and we'll see how successful it is as he's going for the pile driver. Oh my.
That's it. Chocolate Thunder's done.
We're really close to Memphis. This thing is over.
Couple of boots. Gaylord
Your winner,
touting
the old school warrior, Axe Allwardt.
And you've got to believe that Allwardt will keep his spot. Thunder, we may never see him again. That's what it's like for some of the veterans of this area. You've got to prove yourself in the ring. Everyone, at any opportunity, they've got to win in order to keep their spot.
Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Collision Course. Make sure to come back next week when Blake Steele challenges Shane Rich and Team Overkill challenges the team of Heath Haddon, Joey O'Reilly, and Farmer Billy Hills in a 6-man tag team match.